is Drew Schaefer NFL channel. My cat shadows on my papers. Can you get off of that, Fatso? Thank you. So nice. Good cat. Okay, can you get off that one too? Nice. Fatso. There's so much news. 4 papers full. I'm gonna do this one first. So, July 17th through July 20th. Eagles signed quarterback Keely Ringo, a 4th round pick from this year's draft. The Lions signed rookie defensive back, Brian Branch. The Dolphins placed linebacker Zeke Vanderberg on the pub list, I believe. Cornerback Ethan Booner. Saints placed running back Kendra Miller, wide receiver A.T. Perry, wide receiver Shaquan Davis, guard Nick Sanderlin, and defensive back Anthony Johnson on the injury list. Giants place linebacker Gerard Davis on IR. He will not play in 2023. They signed defensive back Darren Evans. The 49ers, Darrell Luter was placed on the active list. The Ravens expect defensive end DeJuan Smoot to try out next week, which would be this week. The Browns cut defensive tackle Perron Winfrey. The Packers signed quarterback Alex McLaughlin, tight end Luke Musgrove, and they cut offensive tackle DJ Scrafe. The Jets trade Denzel Mims to the Lions for a 6th and a 7th round pick for the upcoming draft. How about the Chiefs? They placed defensive tackle Tershawn Wharton on the active/pub list. The Vikings waived goodbye to cornerback John Reed. Running back Leonard Fournette is working out with the Patriots on Wednesday. The Saints signed defensive end Isaiah Forksley to rookie deal. The Jets placed running back Breece Hall, Randall Cobb, placed wide receiver Deontay Spencer and are active. CJ Uzama, offensive guard. AJ Vern Tucker is feeling good. Activate defensive back Jarek Bennett Converse. That's hard to say. Safety Chuck Clark is on IR. They are signing center Joe Tippmann and DE Will McDonald the 4th. The Eagles are signing offensive lineman Dennis Kelly. The Steelers extend outside linebacker Alex Highsmith to a 4-year, $68 million deal. The Falcons running back Caleb Huntley was placed on the physically unable to perform list. The Browns defensive tackle Perron Winfrey cleared waivers. The Panthers. Yep, this is the right one. The Panthers placed offensive guard Chandler Zarva on the physically unable to perform list. Placed offensive guard Austin Kerber, defensive tackle John Pinchini, defensive end Jalen Redmond on the pub list. The Browns signed Austin Watkins Jr. Don't know who that is. The Lions signed running back Justin Jackson, and they cut running back Greg Bell. The Packers center Jake Hansen passed his physical. Congrats. Jaguars offensive lineman Ben Barch was placed on physically unable to perform. They also cut defensive end Nick Thurman. The Patriots offensive lineman Michael Onwenu placed on the active/physically unable to perform list. Just realized my camera's up a lot. Um, they placed just the they hold on. They placed defensive lineman Justice Trevi and defensive back, yeah, Cody Davidson on the physically unable to perform list or the pub list. Jets place offensive tackle Dune Brown on pub list, sign running back Demarion Crockett, cornerback Ifree Odenbo, and they cut wide receiver Isaiah Gathers. The Titans signed rookie quarterback Will Levis to his rookie contract. They placed offensive tackle Dalen Ranzon and cornerback Caleb Farley pub list. The Titans worked out offensive tackle George Fant, offensive tackle Chris Hubbard, defensive back Josh Thompson was placed on the non-football illness list. Oh, Fatso, are you seriously laying on that paper already? You're so cute. The Lions placed quarterback Kendon Hooker on active/non-football injury. Tight end Derek Dees and defensive end Zach Morton as well. They cut kicker Michael Badgley. What are they doing? Michael Badgley was him. The Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed signs his rookie contract. The Chiefs' Isaiah Pacheco will be ready for week 1 after concerns of an injury. What else? The Dolphins placed cornerback Nick Needham on the physically unable to perform list. The Saints released center Billy Price, tight end Miller Fornstall placed on physically unable to perform. The Jets signed wide receiver Alex Erickson and safety Dan Cruikshank. The Titans cut running back Charles McClellan. The Ravens linebacker Kyle Van Noy visits Ravens Friday. They have signed running back Melvin Gordon. He signs a 1-year, $3.1 million deal. They placed J.K. Dobbins on the physically unable to perform list. Fullback Patrick Ricard, wide receiver Mike Thomas, defensive tackle Richard Nichols, outside linebacker Tyrus Baldwin, cornerback Darren Williams on the pub list. The Panthers signed rookie quarterback Bryce Young to a 4-year, $37.96 million deal. The Browns placed wide receiver Marquise Goodwin on the non-football illness. Wide receiver Anthony Schwartz, wide receiver Mike Woods, guard Kobe Grissett on the non-football injury list. Packers placed wide receiver Grant DeBoose, tight end Cameron McDonald on the non-football injury. Linebacker Rashard Gary on the unable to perform. The Texans will have cornerback Ronald Darby working out for them Friday. The Jags re-signed defensive end DeJuan Smoot to a 1-year, $6.25 million deal. They also cut defensive lineman Nick Thurman. The Raiders placed defensive end Tyree Wilson on the non-football injury list. Cornerback Marcus Peters is expected to visit Monday, which I'm pretty sure he signed with them. Pats signed rookies defensive end Keon White, cornerback Christian Gonzalez to their rookie deals. Giants signed wide receiver Cole Beasley, running back James Robinson, safety Kevin Byard have agreed to terms on a contract worth $11 million. Okay. The Ravens activate wide receiver Rashard Bateman. The Bears placed wide receiver Chase Claypool on the pub list. Bengals placed offensive tackle Leo Collins on active/physically unable to perform list. Placed offensive tackle Devin Coutran and cornerback Chubia Uzi on the pub list. The Browns wide receiver Amari Cooper suffered a minor tweak. Just as big. Broncos wide receiver Javonte Williams will not start camp on pub list. Wide receiver KJ Hamlin was placed on the non-football injury list. Wide receiver Kendall Hinton was placed on the active/physically unable to perform. Nose tackle Mike Purcell was placed on the NFL list. And linebacker Baron Browning placed on the pub list. Lions wide receiver Marvin Jones was placed on the non-football injury list. Defensive tackle Levy on Wednesday will not participate in camp with on the PUP list. Cornerback Emil Mosley placed on PUP list. Chiefs wide receiver Kadarius Toney tweaked his knee in practice. He did not return. Offensive lineman Wanya Morris has a hamstring strain. Finally, the Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison attended the 37-man practice.